Let's see what happens here with these guys. What's going on, y'all? Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful morning this morning. I'm about to finish up my cup of coffee here. Then we're going to go outside and go around the farm. And I may first go to the cows and see how they're doing, but I want to see how everybody's doing since the huge move that happened yesterday. How's everybody reacting? How's everybody feeling? And especially the cows or the cattle. I want to see how those guys are doing probably first thing this morning. Let's finish this up and let's head on out and get this day started. Good morning, Sheriff, Deputy, Goldie. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all doing okay? You can see that the paddle boat, I think Mary Carl and Nanny, Brooke's mom, my mom-in-law, they went paddle boating yesterday. Is that right, Holly? Woo, we still got wind, y'all, which I am not complaining about. Whew, I'm loving the wind right now. Alarm system alarming this morning. Y'all look at the babies. Right there, y'all see them? I'll give y'all some food this morning. So anytime we make a move like this, anytime we move our animals or do something different with our animals, I always get nervous. I just do. It's just the way I am. You know, we just love these guys so much. They're all pets. They're all like family. And, you know, even though this is a huge pasture, it's pristine, it's perfect, it is the absolute ideal place for Moody and Mildred, I still worry, you know, with a lot of what ifs. And it's crazy, but that's just how I am. So that's why I wanted to come out here first thing this morning and just check them and make sure everything's okay. And Brooke had a grocery pickup early this morning. And while she's doing that, I'm going to kind of do her chores. Now, she did feed the babies already. What's going on, y'all? Brooke said as soon as we put this hay in here, the cats are going to be in heaven. Hey, Bramble. Hey, Biscuit. She was right. But anyways, Brooke's going to go to get a grocery store pickup. And so I'm going to take care of her chores this morning, besides feeding the babies, which she did handle. But let's check on the cows out here. They're out in the big pasture, which is great. There's Moo Man, and there's Mildred out there. Mildred is in the shade over yonder. I don't blame her. We noticed yesterday they spent a lot of time over here in the shade, which is awesome. Just the way the sun's going right now, it's still shade in there, but it's kind of in the back corner. But that eventually changed pretty soon. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How are you liking the new pastures? How are you liking it? And I can see Moody came up here. He's probably thinking that I'm going to feed him this morning because that's the routine. So me and Brooke talked about it, and we're going to see, he's at the bowl. But we're going to try to give these guys some grain in the evening times when we, of course, put the goats up and feed the donkeys. That will make things just so much more efficient. Is that if we just feed all these guys basically at the same time over here in the barn area, it just makes sense, you know? Thinking about making an executive decision here, since Mildred is down yonder, I may go ahead and wipe Moody down, y'all. I may put some feed in there and wipe him down. It's not gonna hurt anything. Moody, I'm gonna make an executive decision here. I am. Mildred's down there. Maybe I can do it. Let's see how it goes, y'all. This is not my plan at all, but I do need to get some fly treatment on them. And Mildred may come up here, though. We'll just have to see. I can close the gate. No, here she comes. She heard me. She heard me open the things up. Let's see what we can do here. Go ahead and get my fly spray ready. I also don't know if they're gonna play nice or not, so we're gonna see how this works too. I'm also thinking about I hear you, buddy. I'm also thinking about putting one of those, I call it a sock, right here at the entrance, right here. And basically it looks like a big tube sock basically. And I'll hang it from this pole to that pole where the cows walk up under it. And it will have some fly treatment on it. So every time they walk up under it, their back will hit it and it'll put some basically fly spray on them and help them with the flies. And I do think since they're moved over here too, that that's really gonna help with the flies as well. Plus, since this is a on-off switch, I need to figure out a way I can hang a bracelet on this some kind of way. I'm not quite sure, but we'll figure that out for sure. But it is off, Moo Man. It is off. So I'm going to attempt this. I'm gonna take the spray bottle with me in case they get a little too dangerously close. I can use the spray bottle to ward them off. It doesn't hurt them. It'll just, deter them. Well, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here with these guys. Mildred doesn't know me. Everybody knows I'm feeding now. I would say that they're doing pretty well together. Come here. Come here. When she realized it wasn't gonna bother her, or spray her, she's good now. I can't believe I got both of them though, y'all. I'm happy about this. Happy about this. After a few minutes, the flies will die down. And go away. They will not like the spray. That went very, very smooth. Way smoother than I anticipated. I didn't know I was gonna be able to get both of them at the same time. And I didn't know that they were gonna be that civil eating. So that went great, really, really great. Now, these guys just saw me feeding, so now they're all upset that, of course, they're all upset that Mildred and Moody, M&M, are getting feed and they're not. We talked to Combach Feed and told them what was going on and told them our situation and what feed do we need to be feeding these guys now since we got them switched over to this much larger pasture. I was a little shocked. Number one, here's the thing. So there's all different types of feeds for animals or livestock depending on their situation. And we try to dial ours in to be specific for each animal here. The best for them all. That's why we asked them about Moody and Mildred here and told them that the pasture size, what we got going on, the grass, they got high quality hay, and they said they're going to go talk to their cattle expert and get back with us. And then the next day they got back with us, and this is from a feed company, and basically told us that honestly, since we have this very, very nice pasture that's plenty in size for these two guys, and we're feeding them super high quality hay, because we do give our guys horse hay. There's kind of a difference, or at least it is in our area. Horse hay is usually a higher quality hay that stays under cover, and it's usually about $25 or $30 more a bale. So we pay anywhere from $75 to $80 a bale for this hay. Now, if we had just plain Jane cattle hay is what they call it, we would pay about $25 or $30 cheaper than that. But we want our animals to have the best quality that they can. So Kalmbach Feed told us, y'all really actually don't have to give your guys a grain. They got what they need. Cows, as you guys know, are herbivores. They don't actually have to have any grain. But we want to continue to give these guys some grain. Y'all look at them. They really do like each other. We want to continue to give these guys some grain so we can do things like this, you know, or we can, if we need to look at Moody, or we need to get Moody in here, or whatever we need to do, and to keep them tame. And I don't think they'll get untamed at all, but we do want to give them some grain. We're just gonna cut it back. That's our plan. Engage it and see how it goes. But you guys did awesome, and you can see the flies are gone. Flies are completely gone off both of them. You guys did awesome. They really did do it. They really did do awesome. I'm pretty shocked. And now the goats are gone over here. They're gone about their business, but the donkeys are still wanting to know what's going on with that feed over there. Me and Brooke have not made a decision yet what we're going to do with the donkeys. We would probably like to get them over here, but we want to get everybody used to everybody right now, okay? We want Mildred and Moody to get as comfortable as possible. Y'all know Jesse and Honey are besties. You won't see one without the other, like right there. But also, they can actually, you know, communicate and get used to each other through this fence right here. It's not like that they're an acre away and they can't see each other. So I think they'll get used to each other. And if we feel like we need to move them, we're gonna move them and try and see what happens. We just don't want to make a bad decision. We just want to make the right decision. Hey, you guys did freaking awesome. You know it? Yes, y'all did. Y'all did awesome, Mildred. Yeah, y'all did great. Yes, y'all did. Y'all did great. Yeah. Gotta remember to cut the fence on. So talking about feed and feeder and all that, there were several questions that came up about this trough here. Mainly is why did I put it out here and not in there? And why didn't I drill any holes in it? Because it's gonna get filled up with water. It's got holes in it from the factory. You probably just can't see them. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. You'll see it right there? It's got these holes all throughout it that are in there from the factory. And this trough is made for cattle out in the pasture. So we don't have to worry about it filling up with water. The company they've already thought of everything. Also, why did we put it out here and not in there? First, we're not gonna come out here in the pouring down rain and feed them. So we don't have to worry about that. Other thing is y'all, these guys will eat this feed here in less than 5 minutes. Probably less than 3 minutes, but we're gonna say 5. Less than 5 minutes. So it's not like they're out here, this food's just sitting out here for a long period of time. Y'all have seen me feed Moody in the bucket at his old pasture many times. And I mean, it's super fast. Then one of the main reasons we put this out here is for safety, for our safety and for whoever we may have come over here and feed the guys if we happen to be out of town. We don't want anybody coming in here trying to feed this 3,000 pound cow or this 3,000 pound steer or this almost 2,000 pound cow over here. We just don't want that to happen. We don't want anybody to get hurt. So we made it where we could just get somebody just pour feed in there with no problem. And you guys just saw me do the fly spray thing, right? So if I had that feeder in there and I had to put fly spray on Moody, or if I wanted to check Moody out or look at him, or Mildred, put the fly spray on Mildred, she's going to sleep, y'all. Mildred is dead asleep. She is snoozing. Does she snore, Moody? Does she snore? anyways, so can you imagine if I got that feeder in there and I'm trying to wipe this big fella down with fly spray and he pins me up against the wall, or Mildred pins me up against the wall, or they feel pinned up against the wall and feel like they're threatened or get nervous because they got corners and they can't get out, and they could just you know, really hurt me really bad. So all those factors are the reason why we put this trough right here. It's no different than he was being fed at the other pasture. It's going to be gone quick. We don't feed in the rain. This thing does not hold water. And for safety for ourselves and for anybody that comes and helps us out when we're not here. Now, I know what somebody's going to say. Well, the water's over there. Somebody's got to fill the water up. We're actually working on that. We're going to do one or two things, but we're going to get water over there, or all you have to do is just lift this nozzle up. It's going to fill that water up over there, and when it's full, shut the nozzle off. So that way, no one other than me or the vet or whoever's needs to be in this pasture can go in this pasture. Otherwise, everything can be done outside here for safety reasons. I know you guys see Moody. He's a big old teddy bear. He's a big old puppy. Mildred's the same way, but y'all, he's massive. He's really big, and you guys know that. He could hurt, or even worse, me if he really wanted to, or by accident. He really could by accident. So that's why we got to keep it safe for everybody involved. Right, Big Daddy? He don't want to hurt nobody. No. No, he wouldn't mean to if he did, like Ferdinand. Is that right? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Talking about Ferdinand, can't you see me in there filling the feeder up? And there's a wasp nest in there that I didn't know about and come and stung him, and I'm standing there right beside him. He'd run me slap over. So now I hope you guys understand why we made this decision right here. Right, baby girl? I hope I didn't wake you up. Oh, I don't think she snores, Moody. I don't think she's like Gus and Loretta. Especially Gus. He can really saw some logs, buddy. Alright, since I got the fly spray out and got a wet rag already, I'm going to go ahead and get Jessie and Honey. Now we take their fly boots off in the evening time. You can see Jessie's are off right here. But I want to tell y'all, Jessie does not like me to put them fly boots back on her. So we may just leave them off of her, because she's not showing any signs of any type of... Honey, whoa, oh, Moody scared them. I was wondering what was going on. Hey, y'all, look at this. You talk about size difference. Look at that. Oh, goodness. Oh, is that not funny? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. You're like the size of his calf muscle. You know it? Yeah. Oh, let's go and get you guys here. But Honey's new ones have not come in yet. And the last time, she really didn't act like she liked them, so we're gonna keep an eye out on that. But she's showing no signs of any type of bites or anything, so we're looking good here. Looking good. All right, Jessie. You can kind of finish where we left off. We need to at least get your back legs here. Yeah. So, as for the animals being lonely or being, what word am I looking for here? A lot of y'all were concerned that Mildred was going to miss the donkeys, miss the goats, that she wasn't going to like it being away from them. But, as you guys can see, Mildred's over there by that Bradford pear tree over there, which will not hurt them. And y'all, she has shown zero interest whatsoever in anybody in this pasture right here. I'm sorry, Bootsy. I hate to break that to you, but it's the truth. As soon as Moody got in here, that was it. You know, there was no more interest whatsoever in any of these guys over here. And vice versa, y'all. When we first moved them over here, of course, everybody flocked over here. They saw Mildred in this big pasture, and then they saw Moody, and of course, there was some curiosity there. And that died down about after an hour or so when they were over here. We were out here a pretty good bit yesterday, making sure everything was going good. And then seriously, after about an hour, the guys over here just went away from the fence and started going about their business. Did not show any interest whatsoever in Moody and Mildred. Now they did this morning because I fed them. And of course that was, again, jealousy there. What's going on, Big Top? You doing okay, buddy? You guys doing okay? Everybody seems to be doing great. I'm not for sure if this bowl is gonna work or not with these guys, but I do want to get them some minerals. Them being Moody and Mildred. All right, got them some minerals. This is our Cog minerals, as they call it. And we don't have one yet, but we are gonna go to the feed store and get these guys a mineral salt block as well. All right, got you guys some minerals. Got to remember to cut that hot wire off though, buddy. Got to remember to do that. Off. All right. Let's see here. Let's get your minerals right here. I don't want it. I want it where it's not in the way of the food bowl. Let's see how that works. We may have to come up with a different plan, maybe a heavier bowl, but maybe not. That's pretty good, ain't it, bud? Pretty good. We're gonna get you a block too. Get it over here as well. Hey guys, what do y'all think about your new neighbor? Your big new neighbor, He's a big old fella, isn't he? Oh, big boy. Big boy Moo. The babies are doing awesome. And so are the mamas. Look how big they're getting though, y'all. Big babies. I just wanted to show y'all this over here real quick as I head to the boys. Y'all can see, of course they're in the shade. They found that big shade tree right there is putting out some shade over there. But y'all can see that they have really no interest in Moody and Mildred. So everybody's doing great. Everybody has transitioned well. It's just awesome. It really is awesome. Here are the boys. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never once were worried about Mo and Joe being upset that Moody left. I never, ever, that never crossed my mind. Because, y'all, ever since we introduced Mo over here with Joe, they are like peas in a pod. I mean, they are like this. They are totally best buds. You won't see one without the other. Every day you'd come out here, and Moody may be in the back laying in the shade. Mo and Joe out here playing. They like to wrestle on the scratching post, whatever. These guys are like this. They really, really are. You know what? Feeding the boys is gonna be a whole lot easier. I do not have to worry about Moo and them and playing musical chairs with their feet or anything. This is gonna be awesome. There's one. Got another little bowl down here. You ready, big boy? Just don't knock it out of my hands. Don't knock it out of my hands. That's all I ask you. That's all I ask you. There you go. Now they'll play musical chairs. That's fine. Because it's the same feed. Oh, look at Moody laying down.
Oh, and Mildred.
Mildred laying down too. Look at them both laying down.
Hey, babies.
So I was gonna tell you, this morning while you were going to do the grocery pickup
Uh-huh.
so, we made a decision that we're going to feed them in the evening time. We feed everybody else. But,
Right.
they needed fly spray put on because the flies were pretty rough. And so I went ahead and fed them, which I was a little concerned about because I didn't know how they were going to act. Was Moody going to push her away? Was they going to
Right.
tussle? They didn't. It was really, really calm.
So he didn't try to?
I want to say that he was 100%, but just a little head nudge. Nothing.
Did she do it back?
No, she kind of backed off and then went back to eating again. So it was nothing, it was like, hey, I want this bite. It wasn't nothing,
Right.
nothing bad at all. But they were so calm that I was able to put fly spray on both of them while they were over here eating.
Well, that was my next question is, could you get fly spray on Mildred? Because she can be kind of difficult.
She was a little difficult at first. Well, Moody is too right off the bat, but once he realized, I wasn't going to spray him, I was just going to wipe him. He was fine, and then Mildred kind of did the same thing. She finally just was like, okay, I'm going to let you wipe me down. And so...
Win-win.
I know it. I was really, really shocked at how well they reacted or acted. They did very, 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 very well. Really well.
Hey, Moody.
And I got a feeling they probably haven't explored the whole pasture yet.
Well, when I came out first thing this morning to give the babies their bottle,
right,
Mildred was about halfway across the pasture.
Uh-huh.
But Moody, he was not eating hay, he was eating grass, but he was in this area over here.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, there's no way they've covered everything.
I don't think they've covered everything
unless
either.
they stayed out all night. Moody, did you stay out all night? He said, where is my friend?
And he looked for her, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He made sure she was over there.
She's over there laying down, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, he
they're
looks
doing well.
really good.
Yeah.
No flies.
Yeah, the flies went away. I put them some minerals out here. We need to get them a mineral block. But they're doing well. They're doing well.
What'd you think about her?
I was just looking at the patties. They look pretty normal, so nothing there.
And she's just chewing her cud, so.
That means she's totally relaxed.
Totally relaxed. That's all we can ask for.
Mm-hmm. If you ever see a cow laying down, chewing their cud, they're in their zone.
That's right.
Yeah, they're relaxed.
That is right. And that's what Moody was doing before.
Yeah, before we walked up.
He realized it.
He stood up when we came over here, but everybody is doing well. I'm pleasantly surprised and happy how well this went.
Well, I am too. And I'm more than happy it's over.
Yeah, me too. It was stressful.
Yeah, that's right. How about it, Sylvester? You got a feather on you, buddy.
I don't know if Sylvester's been out there or not.
Oh,
I know Biscuit
goodness.
was out there this morning. Bad fact, Biscuit was under the trough while I was feeding. I don't know if Sylvester's been out there or not.
I see he had some feathers on him.
No telling where that came from.
Oh, Sylvester, he's under the trough.
They like that trough now. Here comes Biscuit. They love that trough. There's plenty of shade under there.
Maybe you got some friends. Oh, he's having his minerals.
Mm-hmm.
Biscuit must not realize how big Moody is.
She don't care. Look.
He gonna lick
He's gonna lick her.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yes.
Oh, he's still
Look
licking her.
He's got her
There
tail.
you go. Their tongues feel very similar.
They do. She might think it's a big old cat.
Oh, goodness, buddy. Oh, goodness. Yeah. You big baby.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't choose to ride him over here.
Oh, God. I'd have to get the tractor to get on him.
You would, but you wouldn't have to use the tractor to get off, I'm afraid.
No. Hey, he can move, can't he?
Yes, he can.
He can move.
He can move. Oh, goodness, Moody. Good old boy.
He is a good old boy.